Let's see. Or the dub. No, not the dub. The double. Cap. Skull cap. Eh. Yeah, I remember last time some random fuck with the channel sees my hat, and the fixation on the clothes I wear is bar none one of the most amusing things. That it's the gift of the social medias and people that find whatever they can talk about, like the whole fixation about V-necks. Oh my god, progressive patrons wearing a V-neck, and look at the bill of his cap. Anyway, hello there, anybody and everybody. Let's see what I've been thinking, just to definitely relax, take a breath. The work day is over. Trying to take the good with the bad, and there's very little bad, and I'm blessed for that. You know what? Let me pull out of that one, and just a reminder. I'm hoping to get the attention of, again, it's one of those times where every now and again on this channel, I'll be like, hey, what's up? OG, indeed. That's exactly what I meant by that, by the way. I am hoping that CFOWs, actions, not distractions, Pooh, aka DJ Bricks, and Steven, by the way, man, you gots to know by now, you are always more than welcome. Like, hypothetically, if you ever were interested in getting on a panel, brother, you could get on and not turn on your camera, or if you were just more comfortable with like doing a phone call from you could privatize the number and you could call through Google. I would set that up just to make it more comfortable. Shade Darker, aka Indra Corbin, all of the OGs that have been around forever. I want to do another reunion stream, reunion panel, and yeah, you don't want to hear my man. Dude, take into consideration all of the shit that yes, you, me, and those of us within. This is not I don't know do I call it a community? I just say a solid group of people that have a respect for one another. And let's see, another name that comes to mind. Let's see, old PP's memory here. Maxwell. I miss Zanzin. He's been gone. Shamrock. Bass Girl is an OG to me. So these are the people I would love to have and all kind of congregate together on another panel. And actions that I already done said your name, so tomorrow is, I don't know if you're working, brother. I'm off tomorrow. Man, I am not used to not having just like legit full-time hours, which is going to kick in soon. I am not allowed to have full-time for the time being, and I want to take full advantage of that. Matter of fact, real quick, I went on about this last night, and I don't know. Sometimes, I'm sure everybody's felt it. You finish a live, you're like, that wasn't it. That didn't slap. So I privatized it, but I think I had a nice conversation. I am pumped based on I hope those of you you live at work. Well, then no problem. I guess you're gonna join us. And listen, my opinions, others hate. Steven, bro, you've already seen how myself, Josh, when we're on Stuck in the Middle, or if I'm on here, you've seen everybody go after my channel like it was a McRib sandwich or something, for lack of a better term. Like I am the new Harry Potter movie. Whenever, like, it's amazing how stupid of a thing it takes, and all it can be is somebody perceiving it in a way that just benefits their. Let's face it, people in general love to find something to unify on and find a common villain, right? That's one thing I've ever learned from this cursed algorithm. I don't even like saying the term, the word, the group, Creek Squad. I'll leave it for anybody that pops in. Does Creek Squad exist anymore at this point? When I think, and you can please feel free to change my mind, Stephen A., you have earned my respect, sir. When it comes to, like, I don't loop you in with any fucking groups, bro. You're too much of a solid independent thinker, and you have confidence in what you think about. You have conviction, which is strongly lacking all across the board. Fucking everybody. So, all right. I think of Creek Squad, and it hurts me to even say it like that. I want to say crack, meth, tweak, squad, Mr. Ryan Upchurch. I don't have a modicum of respect left for that husk of a human. By God, what I've been stopping myself from doing? What's up, Apple? You are an OG of the OGs. L. Apple Dumpling. Did you see me on the Cannabis Conservative Show? I'm very proud of that. 4 hours, and I got to interview a legend. Alpha, the first guy to ever get arrested by the FBI for January 6th. The first guy. And Marine background of service. 14 years law enforcement, and they did him dirty. That dude is going to get such a bag. Okay, now back to what I was talking about. See how I can switch on and off like that? It was such an honor, though. I am so thankful that CannonCon gives me such of an opportunity to talk to real people in the game like that. I'll be honest, if Stuck in the Middle is able to achieve a certain goal, it is that I would love to have people as a guest that we can interview that are not so much high up in anything, but are really passionate or have the experience, and we can just talk to them. Because there's something about interviewing I love. I really have a passion for that. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, yeah. I was saying, what the hell was I talking about before I got into that? See, that's the mania right now in action. So, okay, Upchurch. I get ill. I feel a physical ailment. It's like inducing vomit and a migraine all at once. So this is Creek Squad, right? Ryan Upchurch is like the god, and Dagburn is the bishop. The Four Sisters podcast is, I think, okay, no, it's not just the Four Sisters. BX Beast Boy, that's what makes up Creek Squad now. Tell me if I'm wrong. Lewis, I'm reluctant to read anything you say, but I'm optimistic that you're trying to reach me and say something you mean. But I understand you are a nihilist. You've given up. You do what you got to do. You wake up in the morning, you shower, you shit, you get some work done, and you're disenfranchised. The powers that be has failed you. You feel like, I don't know, you haven't lived up to your full potential. Fuck the person that just messaged me. And I get it, bro. I get it. And that's why you just troll online. Man, I ain't even trying to reach your ass IRL anymore. But once you realize what a joke everything is, listen to the Joker over here. Heath Ledger, chill. Still with this shit. Putting a girl on is the only thing that makes sense. Go watch the whatever podcast, dude. I don't know. Go watch Pornhub. Go subscribe to an OnlyFans. I'm blessed with the girlfriend I have, and I'm enriched by some of the women that are in my life as well. They bring something to the table. I don't know, man. I'm sorry that you feel the way you do. This is all the time I'm gonna give to you on this. Just know, look, I've known you in real life, and I haven't lost hope for you. Okay, buddy? But hey, if you just want to mess around on the internet, you and the majority of the population, son. So have at it. Put a girl on. But in all sincerity, and I'll move on from Crack Squad. I don't want to call him Creek Squad. Shit. If anybody disagrees that when you think of Ryan Upchurch and company, and you just think it was something that used to be, it is no longer. Whatever greatness, whatever community, whatever unity, whatever good deeds were a part of and synonymous with that community, it's all so gone. Is it beyond the Titanic? Hey, Independent, great to see you, darling. I hope, I was thinking about you, I saw you in the chat. I hope I did good by you and the community that I really I care about very much. When I was on CannCons, I was a little nervous, and I understood it's a different format. Alpha is a man I wanted to give respect to, because that man has a legendary story of injustice. So I didn't want to jump in and joke. I didn't want to interrupt. That was the most silent I've been on a live stream in a long time. I hope I did right by everybody on that show. Again, it was an honor. I can only hope that CanCon and I will work together again. He has agreed to join Stuck in the Middle, and I'm super excited for that. All the flowers I want to see for Stuck in the Middle. That's all the motivation, all my hopes and dreams for podcasting and exerting any effort outside of work and life balance and taking care of my loved ones. Stuck in the Middle is a vision of mine and Josh's, and I am excited to keep on working towards that vision and doing the damn show, and I'm looking forward to this being a thing. I hope it damn well better. It's gonna be twice this week. If we can do it 3 times this week. Anyway, and here, I just, yeah, this is where I can rant and vlog and all that. It feels so minuscule, so small when I start talking about, like, thank you. That means a lot. And it was an honor to be there. Yeah, what did Stephen A. say? Dumpster. You know what? Like, every time I say to myself, I want to be completely unaffiliated with the Creek shit, I'm guilty. Like, I'll watch Gotcha Man, or I'll see one of Stupid Upchurch's, like, fan pages, even though they're dying out, and I'll see what the shit he says on Instagram, and me being the sucker for accountability that I am, I do get passionate and upset enough to want to, like, grab those clips and do a reaction. And then I'm like, okay, I'll just be establishing this channel as being in that cursed algorithm again, and I'll never get out of it. And this has got to be the most confused. Thank you for those of you that are able to put up with the journey. This has got to be such a mishmash and confusion for anybody looking for something linear or something on point. I would love to get feedback from any of you that, you know, me and my comic book shit. I only see myself doing shorts about my comics, but comic books are a part of my life. I'd be a dork like that. What up, Stiff? Joe Pond, shit, brother. I've been thinking about reaching out to you since my life is getting more balanced, but, you know, don't hold me to shit. You know how I go. What's up, Stiff? Is Stuck in the Middle kind of like All in the Family? Hey, Sarah. Sarah, you've been on the mind, okay? Good. Dang it, woman. I know it's been said. Wish you were here. Wish you were closer. Wish it was more convenient. All in the family. All in the family. So, I gotta tell you, Stiff, your sense of humor, your vernacular, sometimes maybe you're just so advanced that it goes beyond me. Like your comment, you're here, sir. Could you answer, what is, hey, Progressive Patriot, don't let your meat loaf. I wanted to, like, chat GPT it. Can you, while you're here, clarify or confirm for me what the hell that means? If anybody else in the chat, Joe Pond, what about you? Stephen A! Anybody, what the hell does don't let your meatloaf mean? Anybody? Anybody? Is this a clippable moment? Are people secretly LOLing and like, oh my god, he said it? What the fuck does that mean? What's that about? What happened with that? Let me see what Apple said. Apple dumpling. Damn it. Okay, let me get the phone off of the... There we go. Alright. Up close and personal. Alright, hearts. Hearts are nice. Action! You're still here, bro. What is the meatloafing? Alright, and then, what's the other thing? Like, I think just the comment you made. Maybe so All in the Family. Since All in the Family was kind of widely celebrated for being the kind of their unabashed take on things, shit, you know what, that's maybe not a far off correlation. You know, I would compare, as different as they are, Stuck in the Middle, definitely like All in the Family in a sense that, you know, we're not groundbreaking, but we will approach everything without fear of the optics if we haven't already proven that. We will approach any topic. Here, you guys want to hear a terrible idea and theme for a show that I have pitched to Josh, and he's interested. And it's just an idea where you hear it and you're like, oh my god, that's gonna get them a strike, or it's a terrible idea, it's gonna get them canceled. I literally want to have this is the title, Stuck in the Middle. race bait. I want to have, and I think it would be wise if, here, let me say the greatest, smartest thing a white looking person can say this day and age, 2025. I should probably call some of my black friends, clip that, run with it. I should, like Ivan, Drew, or hell, some of the people that have called and talk about some of the topics and statistics and all of that, so we don't look like, look at the other optics. Josh and I, two white looking dudes, just speculating and talking about stats, crime, that and that, and blue states. I still have yet to watch the interview I did with that kid at the No Kings protest. Boy, did I have to restrain myself. That was a challenge. But anyway, so yeah, there is a stuck in the middle race bait theme, and there's so many more we've done in the past. Stuck in the middle conspiracy theory hour. Just anything. You take a theme and apply it to the show, and it's something I think we could dedicate like 2 hours to, or maybe the first part of the show, 1 hour on that, and then the next is open-ended, phone lines and all that. It's a 70s thing. Don't let your meatloaf means don't be oh yeah, well, got it. How's it hanging? I think you and I can understand that one. Well, shit. I don't throw all accountability on Josh. Josh got busy, man. If I had the ability to do Stuck in the Middle on the very channel and make it look as polished as I think it deserves to look, I would be doing that show myself. I've done it before. If you just look at all the videos, you go back a couple of years, I was solo streaming on that bitch. Because I was just that confident. And I got, the gift of gab. Like, I'll admit, gotta be transparent with your people. I didn't fully feel the motivation to go on now, but, like, it's just a thing. Josh and I call that the fuck it's. Sometimes the day will kick our ass, and when the closer we inch to the hour where we're like, we gotta get things together, prep, and, format everything, yada yada, make any calls that we do. We always have a couple of meetings, and now we're trying to be a lot more detailed about timestamps instead of me just submitting a video and say, yeah, this. He would like timestamps. What am I going with this? Like, I'm not blaming Josh. He just had to accomplish the acting gig that he's doing and complete filming, and we had to take that week off. I didn't want to take the week off, but we're gonna make lemonade, and I'm really, really optimistic this coming week we're going to return again, even though, like, as I think about it right now, we've returned a couple of times already, but we've got to make this worth it. What do you guys think? If you're still with me, Indy, Josh is being weak meat. Alright, look, he does a full-time ass construction job, and he had to memorize about 17 pages worth of lines for the next film. So, shit. The last thing anybody needs, especially when we care as much as we do about our show, our baby, is going in and feeling depleted, deflated. We just don't like that feeling. Although, this is inside baseball kind of shit. If you do a show, sometimes when you just force yourself to go on, you give yourself that little extra nudge, it starts to fall into place. You just kind of shake the rust off as you get into it. You do your hey, how you doings, you start engaging with the chat, you sink your teeth into the first meat of the meal and talk about the topic, and then you just kind of fall into it. That, more than not, I find to be the case. So yeah, I got a lot of hopes for Stuck in the Middle to come back really, really strong. And here's the idea I wanted to pitch for those of you that are... What's up, Krupp? My G. Please, Krupp, I would be honored if you would check out my last community post, brother. And I'm very proud of the show. This is the second time I did it. CanCon is an individual who literally was canceled by the mainstream media. I forget, Indy, do you remember what magazine, what publication wrote about him, Be Easy, and the other 4 podcasts or YouTubers that were literally blacklisted blacklisted, like Time Magazine or New York Times or something, or Newsweek wrote articles about these guys and said they were spreading misinformation, disinformation after Trump lost that election, and it's because they wouldn't leave it alone. And then, of course, no irony is lost on me. Josh and I's only strike on Stuck in the Middle was not even talking about COVID. We didn't break into it because we were aware of how stupid our government at the time, and well, in general, were being. Josh and I didn't go in about vaccines or any of the hyperbole, not even the stats, even though it's something we revisited. All he said was the truth. And it's insane to me that we lost the appeal. The man went to New York, and he got sick. He wanted to get back to Florida. We were going to do a show. The man had COVID. All he did was say on our fucking show about having conversation and celebrating the First Amendment, the only fucking thing he said was, "Hey guys, I have COVID." YouTube was like, "Holy shit, hit the deck. The alarm is off. Motherfucker just said he got COVID when he's legit got COVID." And they slapped us with a dangerous misinformation strike, and they slapped our appeal away like we were the small kids in a school lunchroom, and they were the fucking bullies. How crazy is that shit? Like, dead serious. It's like on par with the crazy of Sir Alpha, the guy that CanCon and I got to speak to for almost 4 hours. I cannot believe. Literally, that is the man that the FBI and the government agencies at the time made a blueprint off of his back, off of his freedom, off of his service to our country. They made a template of how to violate people's rights and completely ignore every constitutional right and amendment they have as a benefit of being a citizen. A Marine combat veteran and 14 years within law enforcement and other operations in, serving the force that goes after the gangs, in the gang units and shit. 14 years, and 9 days after he was at January 6th, he didn't even go on the property. He made a tweet, and it was not an insightful tweet. It was not incitement. The FBI tried to tell this guy, "Why were you inciting violence? Why did you vote for Trump?" You got to see that whole interview to believe it. It's just, some things are so true that they scare you so much when you recognize that it is, in fact, just that it is the truth. It's something you wish was a lie. You wish it was fiction because it's just that fucking insane. But that's why the saying, "Truth is stranger than fiction," exists. Sometimes I think we know too much of the truth, and that's why we dilute ourselves with lies and entertainment, because to acknowledge the very things that we know or we have a gut feeling is the truth can sometimes be too terrifying. It can be too much to contain. It could give us all a collective mental fucking breakdown, and I think that's happening in our country as we speak. That's what it felt like when I was at the No Kings protest, walking through thousands and thousands of people telling me that I'm on the side of fascists and Nazis. Okay? Walking by every single person with every single slogan and sign telling me how the president needs to get unalived, and that Antifa, they're literally holding signs saying that we are all Antifa. But the mainstream narrative and the Facebook phonies that I talk to say Antifa doesn't exist. Get it fucking right. Get some consistency here. I'm going to post some of my footage from that fucking thing. I'm going to take a nice screenshot and zoom right the hell in on the old... No, it wasn't even an old man. It was like a college student looking fella holding a sign saying we are all Antifa. And he's surrounded by about, 6 people. So it's so amazing how convenient that gets to work out. Antifa is just an ideology. Anti-fascism. And it's hilarious because I remember that argument. I had it on Stuck in the Middle 5-6 years ago. I had it with Josh and Adam, a host we had. We had 3 hosts back in the day. I was the one arguing for Antifa. I tried the same shit. But, you know, I shared the truth. They tried to, they infiltrated my circles. They tried to indoctrinate me. They tried to convince me to be more active and hit the streets and shit. And idiots tried to get me canceled or intimidate me with my own stories. Like, fucking grow up, or, you know what, by all means, keep on talking about me and share with your community. I hope that, you know, for every 10 people that yes man you and say, oh, if you say he's a scumbag, I 100% back you up, Uncle fucking Will. AD gave him the fucking footage. Morons. Even though AD was here recently, and, you know, I'm being civil as fuck, but what an embarrassment that was. For every 10 people that watched, you were like, you got at least 3 motherfuckers that saw exactly what y'all were doing. That somebody was just sharing the truth. My intention was to share it as a cautionary tale, and it was not even because we don't align, like, politically. It's because you decided you didn't like me personally, or I criticized somebody that you fucking jerk off to, that you took it so personally, and literally, I almost said Hillary Clinton, and I didn't want to say that curse word up in here. You tried to get people to rage at, like, what was the end result supposed to be? What was the goal? To replay my stream where I talk about, because clearly I'm not hiding shit about my life, my history, and what the steps that I've taken in this life. They brought me to where I am today, and I have no fucking regrets. What was the intention? If there is one fucking question that I ever wanted an answer for, it's that. Uncle Will, why did you do that shit? What's up, OG? Good to see you, man. The next Stuck in the Middle episode, by God, is either tomorrow or Tuesday. Josh finally texted me after me reaching out to him today from work. Usually Sunday's the holy day where he doesn't do anything but focus on himself. But we are back this week. Have no fear, and you will see an advertisement and or promotion for it. OG Tyrone, you might enjoy Cannabis Conservatives stream. I was a guest, and I'm honored that I was there. It's on my last community post. You'll see it. CanCon's a big deal. He hates when I say that. But check him out. Accredited journalist, combat veteran, checks all the boxes. He's had massive interviews, and I'm so blessed that I was able to interview a legend like Alpha. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess, Uncle Will, like, what was your intention? Like, you had to know you were lying to the people when you said, because they tried to say that I accepted ingredients from the fucking Antifa guy, and I didn't. It's all right there. Proof is in the pudding. My words are there. My story is there. So what was the goal? Was it a troll? Or were you guys trying to scare me? Because I grew out of that shit. You grow a kind of a thick skin on this, or you also understand when you get older how dumb it is. And what baffles me is y'all are older than me, acting like motherfucking complete and utter morons, thinking my own words are hurting me. No, man, I'm talking about things that happened to help prove that Antifa is an organization and should be treated like a terrorist organization. And yes, I got too close to them. There was no exchange of a fucking thing except a phone number and Facebook posts and memes and shit. So yeah, I'm gonna stand my ground. That was some cowardly ass shit. Okay? And if you decide to clip me up and play me again, I'm going to double down on how fucking cowardly you are, because you're just going for something that I said, and it's not because you believe that I'm a danger. I know y'all don't think that. It's because it has to be. At that time, I'd love for him to admit this. You didn't like that I was not talking positively about Ryan of Church. That's got to be it. It's what's up, Dark Nady? God bless you. The Colby, which one? Oh yeah, Alpha. Yo, what's up? Dystopian, my boy Ken. Ken, did you see? You gotta check CanCon, bro. See, here you go. Now let me check. I'm looking at this like an opportunity. Let's see. How do I check? You hope I don't hurt anybody. Okay. All right. Now you have an opportunity. So, you did that shit, AD. What's absolutely astounding to me is that you come here with this mixed pretense that comes off completely disingenuous. You were all over the place during the last little live rant I did, like from being complimentary to civil to trolling to this, that, and the other. I don't think highly of you. I've made that clear. I think you on YouTube, I think you act like a fraud, and you just say what you think the masses will like. Just what I want to know, like, truly, man to man, do you really think I am a danger? Because I share openly, because I ain't hiding shit. Do you really believe things that I've shared from my 20s, my early 20s or mid 20s, when I was